All right, guys, so this is a review on just any LED dice. I saw this as a cool idea, something that just kind of popped up as an ad. I don't normally do unboxings, but there was some plastic wrap on the outside, and it's super minimal. We'll come back to this later. Comes with a charger and this container, and that's kind of it. So if we move on out of here, and it's USB-C, we get into the actual thing itself. So this is it. It's gonna have a bunch of other different kind of branding on it. I thought this was really cool to have some light up LED dice. But man, I wish I had, there was a video on it ahead of time. So this is what they look like. And I had to kind of shake them a little bit to get them to work. I'm not sure how well this is gonna come up on camera, but yeah, so basically they are dice that you roll, and when you roll them, they light up. All right, guys, so I wanted to come around the camera to get a closer view. So first off, when you roll these dice, they feel terrible. And maybe let me be quiet so you can hear this. They feel completely terrible to roll. They feel plasticky. Because there's a sensor in there, and I'll be quiet again. Because there's a sensor in there to detect motion, they actually almost feel weighted. So I don't think any opponent is going to trust your rolls with these. So first off, yeah, they feel like crap. Second off, you might notice there is not a single duplicate dice in here. So you can't do what you'd normally do in Yu-Gi-Oh! And take 2 dice and, both players roll them and whatever. You have to roll 1 dice at a time, which obviously people don't like. And secondly, they feel like crap and they feel cheaty to roll. So that's already not good. Okay, now here's my main problem with these and why I will almost assuredly be returning these. So if you look on this dice, and I'm gonna try to focus here on this dice here. Okay, so there we go, camera focused. So here's the 1, right? So if we turn this around, the way it goes in this box is with these 2 contact points. This is how they charge. So if I were to bring this up, you might see that these go here, and so this goes here. So the main problem with that, see, these are charged via those magnetic points, and they're charged via USB-C. So the biggest problem with that, oops, sorry, bumped the camera. The biggest problem with that is it means that when you dump these dice out, and I'm not gonna keep it on to look super stupid here, you have to figure out every time, like this one's the one I remember. This one's 20, and if 20 is upside down, it goes here, right? And that's how it charges. There's no indicator that you have put it in correctly. You just have to know that on the back of this dice is these 2 contact points, and they perfectly match the inside of this and fit here. And so some of these are obvious, like that one's fairly obvious. If we take the square, it's the 1, and they're not even consistent numbers. It's the 20 here and the 1 here. If it was the 1 on every single one, it makes sense, right? Okay, so now, would you like to go ahead and guess where everything but this one goes? Because again, this one's also fairly easy. So we have the symbol here, and that goes there. So this is something I noticed as I was putting them back the first time, is that these are not the easiest thing to figure out here. So the next easiest one obviously is this one, and you're gonna struggle. You're gonna watch me struggle here, look like a fool here. So that one goes here, right? Okay, and these 2 go here, and this one goes here. But how does this one go in? Well, you have to specifically find this here, and I'm even trying to remember here on the top of my head. But the point is here is that these are impossible to remember how they go back. So here's one that I do remember. So here's this one right here. And if you, let's see, if you shove this in at the correct angle, and of course it's not gonna do it now. There we go. That one's in. And I don't even know whether the pins lined up. It took me long enough to figure out just how to get this back in the first place. So let's get this one in. Okay, there we go. And I think I knocked something out. There's no chance I actually have the pins aligned like they're supposed to. And if I messed with this one enough, I could, oh, look, there we go. I got it in. There's no chance that these 3 actually have the pins aligned. So now you're dealing with this bulky box here, right? USB-C, you gotta remember to charge it, right? Then on top of that, no one is going to want to roll your dice because they feel like crap and they feel like you're gonna cheat them. The LED on it is fairly crappy, as you can see. On some of them, like this one, right, it doesn't look too bad because they're all the same color, right? So it cycles through. On something like this, because of the way it's lined up, first of all, it doesn't cycle all the colors, obviously, from all angles. There's no blue on the one, as you're seeing here. And on top of that, even when you do get one that cycles all the colors, it just looks cheap, right? I actually got this as an Amazon sale. The reason I ordered it was because it was $6. These are normally $30, and I'll post a picture, as I always do, of the product. I will obviously post a link in the description. I really do not suggest you buy these. All right, guys, so this has been my review of LED dice. I know I normally don't give out my opinion before the page picture, but I just wanted to make it clear in case you saw the page picture and, oh, that's not a bad price, and go and buy one before you finish the video. These are not great. If you can memorize exactly where they go, cool. You can put them back and they will all be charged correctly. But I literally got these on a flash sale for $6, and they're still not worth it, and I'm returning these. Normally, when I would get a product like this with deck boxes and stuff that I don't like, I would find people at my locals or even give them away to people on the channel, right? Give them something useful. I don't need 25 deck boxes, right? With this is literally not even worth giving someone the frustration of having to figure these out every single time. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next video.